Hey, I'm Joy. Let's go for a cruise. Welcome to the next episode of SimCity. In the last episode, we took care of San Francisco's earthquake problem. This time, Bern's got traffic all around. Alright, a bad reference to my little song there, but hey, I worked a whole afternoon on that song. I'm gonna use it, damn it. Anywho. Bern, Switzerland, 1965. Rapid growth and poor city planning has caused traffic to come to a standstill. The highways have become unsafe, and the motorists are becoming militant. Since the residents of this city hate to walk, you'll need to come up with better transportation plan quick. Obtain a low average traffic density within 10 years, and the citizens of Bern will make you the National Transportation Planner. Alright, so this is actually a pretty simple scenario. We just have to cut down on the traffic, and we have 10 years to do so. Oh, and we also have to, it doesn't say it, but we also have to make it a metropolis as well, which, well, we're only 5,000 population away from that, so that shouldn't be too hard. Anywho, they have some of the worst city block designs I have ever seen in my life. Well, yes, it's city blocks. I don't think you're supposed to have this many. On top of that, the roads are very quickly going to become incredibly congested, so yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. And with 10 years, we have plenty of time to do it. Also, don't have to worry about power with those... What is that? 1, 2, 3, 5 nuclear power plants, so yeah, we got plenty of power. There's also so many roads. Alright. So, now, in the last episode I made mention that I'm using a basic guide that provides some tips. For transparency's sake, I am going to read out what the guide is going to say for these scenarios, because, well, they're not giving too much anyway, so it's not like I'm spoiling much. Anywho, for Bern traffic, it says, you should work on creating a more effective rail system to take many cars off the road. Also, you should rid yourself of roads that are the heaviest in congestion on traffic. For a really good budgeter, you can replace all road with rail to create a completely non-congested road ratio. So, yeah, if you know this game, that should have been already the obvious solution. Rails in this game are incredibly powerful. Compared to roads are 10, mass transit's 20. But, okay, at the same time, mass transit is also very expensive to maintain, so yeah, I gotta keep that in mind. However, in the end, mass transit is by far so much better than roads. Like, it's not even a contest. Mass transit is just genuinely outright better than roads in every imaginable way. They have no traffic, and that alone is just so much better because traffic causes so many problems. Anywho, let's get to work. I'm gonna do plenty of cuts here because this scenario is gonna be a lot more boring. There's no immediate thing to worry about, like in the San Francisco earthquake, so outside of me just bulldozing a lot of roads and putting in new rail systems, there's really not much for me to show in this video, so expect a few more cuts, and I'm definitely not going to show you every year. I'll probably cut off every, like, 2 years updates. And, yeah. This is the scenario. So, yeah, I guess I can at least... I'll show a little bit, at least. Definitely don't need all these spaghetti. Goodness. Yeah, this road spaghetti from Rail Cities are something else, I tell you. Anywho, okay, so we gotta set up a rail network. I think if I center it around this park here. Yeah, we're starting to see traffic already, so I can make this sort of the main hub for it. And then what can be done is clear out the roads, and every other road we can put in a rail network. Yeah, that should work fine, I think. Those parks there probably won't be too necessary. I can probably, if need be, I can put down some buildings later on, if the need arises. Okay, this spaghetti is just completely unnecessary. Inadequate rail system, yeah, I know, it's just that for the time being. Let me get set up. Don't want to bulldoze the forests, those increase property value by a lot. I guess I should also mention that this is a very constant problem in each of these realistic scenarios is there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of unnecessary roads around. These are just going to eat into your budget at the end of each year. So, yeah. That's also another thing you gotta do. You gotta minimize how many... If you're gonna do the rail strategy, you gotta minimize how many rails you need. Absolutely necessary only. Because otherwise, well, you're just gonna be wasting money on a whole bunch of roads. Or rails. You desperately want to make sure that you're only using the absolute necessary amount of rails for everything. Okay, so... Alright, so how do I want to spread this rail out? Okay, if I have it go down this way, all the roads there should be connected. Yeah, alright. Seems like it'll be useful. Yeah, and I don't exactly... One, two, one. Okay, so send it up this way. And if I send it down this way, okay. And if I send it down this way, yeah. Alright, that should work. I've already forgotten the roads that I'm doing. Okay, yeah, alright. I think I got it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All these roads. Okay. In the rails. Reconnect the power. Alright. Then if I do this... Get out the rails. Right. And then I can just reconnect the power. Close this unnecessary road. That was a mistake. on, you have power. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, that should be what should take care of this city. So long as each building has a rail connecting to it, they have all the transit they need. And all these extra roads are just unnecessary filler. So, yeah. It's gonna be a slow build-up, but... yeah, for now, yeah, I'll leave you there, and I'll cut back in a little while to give you an update on how things have been. Because I definitely do not want to bore you with this episode, so... yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. Alright, so, I've only skipped ahead 1 year for now, because I've actually made a lot of progress with just 1 year's time. The fire budget I lowered because I needed money, but it looks like I may have to lower it a little bit more. Because we're a little bit in the red on expenditures. And I can probably lower the police budget a little. Transportation funding is not going to be going up not going to be going down anytime soon, because we need it. Was screaming about crime, but I don't think that's going to be... checking the map, it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem. So, yeah, I can probably get away with lowering the police fund. But, yeah, with city expenditures, it's gonna have to go a little bit into my previous funds, which is not the greatest, but, we can make up for it, I'm certain. We got, like, again, this is like 10-year scenario, so I have time. Anyway, here's what the city is looking like so far, and yes, it is turned into Rail Central. So, yeah, you may not like it, but this is what peak efficiency looks like. So, yeah, this is... once again, we're at the obsolescence of this game's mechanics again. The rails are just all around better. They just completely dominate things. And, yeah, no traffic. If we actually look to the map... yeah, traffic is just completely down. Look at it, it is glorious. All these rails are really making that much of a difference. And, again, to show you, it's a little bit of crime, but come on, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. Once we get to Detroit, oh boy, you'll see what crime looks like. But overall, yeah, this is pretty much what's going on. Guess we can check pollution, and yep, that's pollution's gonna be a bit of a problem. But that's not because of the rail. Anywho, yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing. Took a little hit to the population, but it's starting to bounce back, which is good. But yeah, I just gotta finish up all the rails that are needed elsewhere, and we'll have our rail city, and I can start growing from there. So yeah, just a quick little update, and yeah, I'll see you next time, when I need you again. Welcome back. The city is very slowly and surely growing. Most of the city is now connected by rail. There are a few places that need a little bit more cleaning up. For example, this police station is completely cut off from the city, so gotta fix that. And, there's some areas down here that still aren't rail, but hey. And these poor guys up here just going completely without power. But I'm out of budget, so gotta wait till the next year. Yeah, but honestly, this scenario is very much bland. Okay, I had to fiddle with the funding a bit, because, yeah, the expenditures are a bit high, but I have the mayor approval rating that I can have this little leeway, so let's see what I can do now that I have a little bit of funding again. First off, let's see how the people's voices are saying, and yep, taxes are a little high, but everything else is perfect, honestly. The city is slowly clawing its way up to being a metropolis. I am literally less than 5,000 population away. I just have to finish things up and make sure that it's all good. Let's get this police station connected. But yeah, outside of that, it's at this point it really is just let the city grow and yeah. Honestly, this scenario was very easy. I have no clue how just this is supposed to be much of a challenge. Then again, it's only the second scenario anyway, so either way, I'll leave it there again. So I'll check in later on once the scenario wins, because honestly, what else is there for me to do here? This scenario is really easy. I guess budgeting is the one thing you have to be careful of, and, well, you gotta accept the city ain't gonna look very good. Yeah, this city is a bit more on the ugly side, but yeah. Anywho, that'll be it for this update. Next time, I'll be back to pretty much when the scenario is finished, because honestly, what else am I gonna do? There's really not much else for me to do on camera that's gonna be interesting, so yeah. See you then. So, there was a plane crash, and now this residential block is gone. And unfortunately, the city is starting to stagnate on population a bit. Alright, it'll take a bit of effort to get it up again, but we're doing alright. Otherwise, the rails are working wonders. Traffic is a non-issue, and yeah, really the biggest gripes the citizens have are the taxes and the crime, so honestly, both are things I can handle. Just the revenue. Taxes are not exactly what, as low as the citizens would want, but I need the money if I'm gonna make this city better, so well, let's just see what they're saying about me at the moment. Still in the green. Taxes are definitely not popular, but what you gonna do? Anyways, let's repair the rails. Put down and back the residential. And yeah, around the city there are some rails that are just disappearing. I don't know what's causing it. Either the fire fund is too low or the transportation fund's too low and they can't maintain the rails, but honestly, I don't know. Either one's the problem, and, well, solution is simple. Just put back the rail. Yeah. that's pretty much it for the scenario so far. Honestly, this scenario is just waiting. Just a lot of waiting. I don't think this scenario needed to be 10 years, honestly. But, yeah, otherwise, that's it for this update. See you in a bit. And welcome back. Just doing a quick update here, and we are about to reach a metropolis. It's 1969 now, and any second now, we should probably tick over. There we go. So, roads have been dealt with. There's little to no traffic. The city is growing nicely. And unless any more disasters happen, we should be locked in to complete the scenario. So, yeah, honestly, the traffic is the easy part. Making sure the city's growing nicely is the harder part, because you do need to raise your taxes to afford all these rails, but the rails help. Yeah. Yeah, that should be it. Just a quick update to let you know I have reached a metropolis. No sooner did I stop recording than this popped up. Well, I didn't expect it to, but hey, it's better to have it happen. Now, the scenario hasn't ended yet, so... oh well. And looks like it's fluctuating a bit, the population. Oh well. Should just be up from here. And we're shortly about to take over to the new year. It would be nice if the scenario ended early, but I'm not sure if that happens. Or if I do have to actually wait out the entire 10 years, which would just be... oh well. Should be seeing in a few seconds. Alright, funding is meh. Yep, looks like we do have to go through the full time. Oh well, you've seen everything, so... come, I'll let you know when the scenario's complete. So, yeah. See you then. Alright, so skipped ahead a bit, and we're now closing in on the end of 1974, last year of the scenario. So, honestly, this scenario's been pretty simple. Really, it's just put down the rails and then grow the city. I'm sure some of the later scenarios are gonna get real more interesting, but to be honest, I don't mind how relaxed the scenarios have been so far. Because, well, it was what I was gonna go for, or was going for, when I decided to play this game, so... yeah, some nice relaxed missions. But just a little long to record is all, so... I definitely have to cut a lot to make sure it doesn't get too boring for you at home. But December snow is rolling in, so we should tick over to the new year in a second. But yeah, the scenario's alright. I mean, the solution is pretty simple. Knowing this game's mechanics, mass transit is just the way to go, so just plan out the mass transit right, because it's still expensive. But once you get it right, you've pretty much got the scenario all covered, and, well, yeah, all those, just do the budgeting right as well. Go with figures, and... congratulations, what a fantastic job you've done. Some citizens thank you for solving all their problems. Maybe you should run for president. Not quite yet. I don't think so yet. We're only still in the earlier scenarios, so don't know exactly what I'm gonna get myself into yet. But yeah, that's the end of Bern. So far they've been simple scenarios, but I'm not sure if Bern should have taken a 10-year time limit. I'm not sure if a 5-year time limit would have been good, because you don't start off as a metropolis like with San Fran, but still. It's definitely a bit of a slower mission. Either way, that'll be it for this time. Keep yours in the wireless. I'll be sailing off for now. Hope you join me for the next cruise. Until then, bon voyage.